Hello, everyone. This is Ziki, and I hope you are all doing very well. I am back with some trending stories. I was supposed to share this with you yesterday, but unfortunately, I was a little bit busy. So, I've got a couple of stories from Zimbabwe, from Botswana, South Africa. Let's go straight into it. If you are new, please subscribe and stay. Now, according to the Mental State of the World report, Zimbabwe is ranked the third happiest country in Africa. Yes, you heard me right. Third happiest country in Africa. South Africa, UK, Australia are among the miserable countries in the world. And you ask yourself, how can it be? How can Zimbabweans be, ranked? How can Zimbabwe be ranked as the happiest country in Africa? What measure are they using? Anyway, they say they measure the mental well-being or so those countries who are unhappy means they've got so many people who are mentally struggling or who are distressed. On the other hand, in Zimbabwe, it seems like few people have got mental issues there. So Zimbabwe is the happiest country, number three happiest country in Africa. I don't know. I don't know. When you look at the economic hardship in Zimbabwe and everything that is going on there, you wouldn't think you can find it on any number that is close to to a single digit. I don't know. We're going to make a video about that separately, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention as we move on to Starlink. We know the issue of Starlink in Zimbabwe is always on the talk recently, and we already know that Starlink is not yet licensed to operate in Zimbabwe. However, according to several reports, the Starlink kits or gadgets have been flooding the country of late. So they're saying, well, if the gadgets are flooding into the country, who is using them? Or who is going to use them? Surely something is cooking up, all right? So, because we already know that initially we saw some reports, the government said they're going to crack down on anyone who is selling these Starlink modems and everything. But sometimes you fight a losing battle. I don't know. And then according to a report by the Newsday, they say, well, there is some rumor that maybe or maybe not, it might later on be, acquired by Zimbabwe, but they're saying there's some reports where they're saying some officials, high profile officials or parastatals and everything are already, owning the Starlink, and maybe sometimes using it. So they're saying, well, that again is still like not clear if they are or they're not, because everything is just being spoken under the radar. But is Starlink coming to Zimbabwe? That remains to be seen. As of now, it has not yet been announced. The only thing that we know is that Starlink is not yet, licensed to operate in Zimbabwe. Okay, moving forward with some more stories coming from Zimbabwe there. Um, the issue of doctorates, honorary doctorates that a lot of these public figures have been given. We know quite a number of them that have been given doctorate, doctor, honorary doctor, So we have seen now a report that came saying, well, that one, there are some universities or institutions that have been cancelled or, that have been stopped from issuing these PhDs, the Zimbabwe Council of Higher Education reviewed its accreditation and removed 7 universities in India and Cyprus from their official list of institutions accredited with the quality assurance and the standards. Okay, now they made a statement saying here. Let me just read for you the whole statement. Okay, which was issued on Monday. Just hold on for me. Let me share with you the whole statement as it was shared on Monday. They said, in okay, they say this notice serves to inform the public that the following institutions are no longer accredited with the ZIMCE, which is the one I already said, the Zimbabwe Council of Higher Education. Okay, they said Guinea American University in Northern Cyprus, Shada University of India, Peru University of India, Near East University of Cyprus, University of Kenya in Northern Cyprus, the European University of Lefke in Cyprus, the University of Nicosia in Cyprus, in some other universities, they've been removed, okay? And therefore, they cannot give anyone any PhD or any honorary certificate of that matter, okay? They said, in light of the development, we strongly advise members of the public to verify the accreditation status of foreign universities they intend to enroll with or consider for their children's education. Studying at an unaccredited institution may result in financial loss and serious implications for one's academic qualifications and career prospects. Okay, so this is the statement that they issued, and we already know that they even spoke about last Friday. They issued another statement talking about these honorary PhDs that are being given to to high-profile people and some officials. You have already heard someone is doctor of philosophy, honorary doctor of what or honorary. So they're saying, well, all those things, some of them they are not accredited, so therefore don't issue those PhDs, okay? Don't issue those PhDs. So this is another thing that has been, trending on Zimbabwean social media when we are talking about education and universities. And I spoke to you about the University of Zambia, UNZA, that their degrees, are not really standards according to UK Home Office. Okay, so they said, well, some degrees from UNZA, the University of Zambia, as you know that in Zambia, UNZA is number one. However, UK is saying, well, their degrees are of low standard. For example, if someone who studied, a degree in science that is a medical doctor, lawyer, engineer, when they are evaluated in UK, they fall under a 3-year general general degree. Okay, so it's not up here like other medical degrees. And again, for someone who's got a degree in maybe humanities, that is English, this and that, those ones as well, they are very low below standard. They're just like higher education. So UNZA, a lot of people have been talking about this on social media, like why are our degrees rated like that? What is wrong with it? Are there any problems? Are there any other issues? But then looking at the universities that are accredited higher in UK, most of them they come from USA, from China, and some of them from Canada and Australia. Okay, those are some of the universities that are well recognized. But there's a special visa that is given for those students who are special. Okay, who are coming from special universities after their first degrees, want to pursue higher education or the MBAs or in or their masters rather in UK. So those universities they are putting higher are mainly from China, USA. Okay, so I just said I should mention that when it comes to education. Now moving forward to other stories here, we can talk of let me see. Let me continue with Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, last week I shared with you a post where I was saying there's a woman whose child was stolen. The child was snatched in Gweru. So the person who stole that baby was caught and has already appeared in court once and is going to be making court. It's a lady. Okay, she's a woman who snatched the baby, and everybody on the internet will share that news on the internet. So the woman was caught, right? And then going to Botswana. When we are talking about Botswana, I feel like I will have to talk about Botswana separately. Let me just finish with Zimbabwe. Then I'm going to make another video where I'm going to be talking about Botswana, right? So there's a Zimbabwean man who is on the run rather after fatally assaulting his big brother. The thing is, they were watching a match, Liverpool against Manchester City, and they were arguing. Okay, the accused and a friend of his were arguing about Liverpool and Manchester City, and the accused supports Liverpool, supports Man City, and the friend supported Liverpool. So the friend was like, "Well, Liverpool has got the upper hand; is playing very well." This angered the accused and started violence. They started to fight. Amidst the fight, the big brother, to the accused, wanted to stop their fight. And therefore, the young brother turned to the brother and then said, well, why are you supporting this person and everything? So he took a stone and hit his brother. And unfortunately, the brother lost his life there on the spot. So earlier on, when I came across the news, the brother, the accused, is still on the run, okay? Still on the run. So football sometimes can cause such hardball. I've seen it, sometimes on social media when we're talking about football, you will just be joking about it, but some other people they will come in with all the insults, seeing that this person is genuinely angry about their team. It is what it is. Sometimes things like that they happen, but it's very unfortunate, if you have to wake up one day and realize that you killed your brother for Liverpool or for Man City, a team that doesn't even know you, a team that doesn't give you even food on your table, a team that is absolutely nothing to you. It's just entertainment. It's just a game. I don't know, sometimes the things we do, we don't know the things that possess people to act the way they act, but it's very, very unfortunate. With all these stories that I've shared with you right now, please subscribe and stay so that you don't miss it. But just to hold on, I do have some stories that I'm going to be bringing you. Earlier on, I said I was going to share about South Africa and about Botswana, but I decided to cut those ones and put them separately because the video was going to be a little bit too long. Until then,